Hello, this is Elijah Renzi from KMVT15. Today we are covering Art and Wine Festival at Mountain View, and I have a brilliant artist with me, and he is Richard. Hi Richard, welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, sir?
Really good. This is my 14th year in the show. I have a lot of collectors that come back each year. They like wildlife and they're always looking for something new and different.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen a lot of wildlife sculptures here. Do you do just wildlife or you do everything?
No, I do everything, everything from African animals to sea animals. And people want something really unique nowadays, something that'll stand out in their house that's different, something that pops when they have people over their home. They're going to go right to the piece and say, where did you get that? So it's pretty neat.
You said African animals, right? Why
Right.
African animals?
Well, African animals are some of the pieces, like the giraffes up here. These I photographed at the San Diego Zoo and then did the carving from that.
Awesome.
But other people like sea life sometimes. If you can see the turtles here, and these are endangered species, loggerhead sea turtles. So people sometimes want a unique piece like that that has some meaning.
Totally. So why did you choose just the African animals?
Well, I like African animals. I like going to the zoos. I haven't had a chance to go to Africa yet, but someday. And the sea part of this is really inherited because I grew up in San Francisco, and my dad had 12 salmon boats out of Fisherman's Wharf for 30 years. He was famous on the wharf, so I kind of inherited the sea part of that when we used to live in San Francisco.
Awesome. You got a very incredible elephant here, head over here.
Yeah, this one I just finished. It took about a month to do, and it's an African bull elephant with hard rock maple tusks. But a piece like this would be beautiful up over a couch or fireplace with track lighting. It would just look really, really neat.
So you created this one too?
Right, I
This
carve all the tusks and sand them and carve each of the grooves in here. But in every one of the pieces, it's the eyes are the most important fact. I mean, if you look at the giraffe or any of these pieces, if you get the eyes correct, you can bring out that animal's personality.
That's very awesome piece over here. So how long you've been doing it?
I've been doing this since 1978.
Wow.
I taught art in high school in San Ramon School District up until 1988, and then I left school, and I've been full-time for 26 years.
Oh my God, that's a long period
Longer
of time.
than you were alive, probably.
Exactly. I was
Right.
about to say the same
Right,
thing.
right.
So what is the best?
The piece that's the most popular in the whole booth are these flying pelicans. People have high walls and stairwells, so they really want to have something that's dimensionless and movement, so they'll put those in groups, and it really looks nice if you have the right spot.
People love 3D art.
Right,
huh?
they do. They do.
Alright. So what about these items? You want to talk something about it?
Well, I do a lot of mirrors. I don't know if they can get a shot of some of the mirrors back there, but on my website, I have at least 30 different mirrors with different animals, and if the public goes on it, it's risingtidesculpture.com, and they can see all the mirrors and all the rest of the pieces.
So you carve.
I carve everything by hand from
Everything.
drawings, right? It's a lot of work.
Oh, indeed. So how long does it take for one carving?
Anywhere from under a week to over a month. The lion here took about a month to carve. And you only have one shot. Once you take the wood off, you do not add it back on, so you really have to know that animal.
Is that any particular wood you prefer, or?
Yeah, I like a lot of red cedar, and the African pieces are out of alder, and alder wood comes from Oregon. And my favorite wood, which is, I think you can get a shot of this humpback whale, is red gum. And red gum comes from the Mississippi Valley. It's a member of the eucalyptus family.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's not the over the state though, right?
No.
Out of the state.
No, these are all domestic woods. I don't use anything from South America. And every piece is an original piece. So people want that today. They want something that's original, and each one's one of a kind.
Totally. And what about the coloring and everything?
Yeah, most of the time I use clear finish, like this cedar octopus is the actual color of the wood. And the only time I'll use like a stain sometime, a white stain if I need it for a pelican or a whale, but most of the pieces are the natural tones of the wood, right?
Oh, that's awesome. Richard, you really have a great collection over
Well,
here.
thank you.
I'm really fascinated towards it.
I really appreciate the interview.
Well, I appreciate it of your time, sir.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
And let's go. What else we have it today at Art and Wine Festival here?